Usually it's like multicultural.
There are some people that I'm always in audition rooms with.
Exotic, I've had exotic before.
What I love is the fact that they're not always black.
I've been pretty fortunate to never really be cast for my colour. I get a lot of the servant,
criminals,
token black person role,
poor person.
I have a really, really awesome agent. I think that's really important in being any actor, but most importantly an ethnic actor.
There's not really, I can't see a pattern yet.
She pushes me for roles that aren't just stereotypically defined.
That I'm a refugee.
That I'm adopted because my mother's white.
The assumption that you're not Australian.
Most people think I'm from England because I'm sort of well-spoken, but I think that's just because of the performing arts in me.
Are you Brazilian? I said, oh no, I'm from Ghana.
Do you speak English? Yeah, I speak English.
When a person of your colour is so pretty, I expect them to be from somewhere else.
I was born in the UK, which is where they made English.
There's a language called African, and that I might be able to speak it. I can't, because there isn't one.
The very first thing a casting director asked me in America when I was younger and I went there was, being in Australia, do I experience racism?
I read a review and it said like the terrified black actress.
No, I don't, and if I do, I don't even notice because like, you just don't know. Like I was like, I'm pretty oblivious to it.
What is that? You'd never say, you know, you'd never call someone a white actor.
But if she was to ask me that again, I'd be like, actually, I don't experience racism in Australia. What I do experience in an abundance is ignorance, people just not knowing.
Even though I acknowledge that there are lots of different culturally and shades of black, I still acknowledge myself as black.
It's like so subjective, like in England, I don't know what they say, but you don't say African English.
I am black, like there's no, I wish there was a way around it.
I don't know what they say, do they say black? I know that I don't say I'm black.
Am I gonna be like, no, I'm not black, I'm like light brown.
I tend not to call people black, but my father says he's black and I'm black, so.
It depends on the person's intention behind the word, you know?
I actually get slightly more offended, though I shouldn't, about being called African, because I'm not, and you're assuming a huge amount of culture that goes with it that I just don't have.
I feel like they've been fighting a hard battle for a long time, and it's really opened doors for people of my generation, even in Australia.
I mean, how many movies do you watch and it's like an entire Caucasian cast and no one kicks up a stink about it? They're like, nah, it's totally fine, whatever.
In Europe and in America, you know, these ethnic actors, and if we're specifically talking about African American, they're, you know, they're just treated, they're just characters, they're people that we see on the street, which is obviously how it should be.
You have a whole big back cast and everyone's like, and you're like, what are you erring about? What are you actually erring about? There's actually nothing wrong with it. Not even nothing wrong, it should be normal, it is normal.
An African American is only called that because they don't know exactly which country their ancestors were taken from.
We can't be angry at them or like sad that people perceive us as them, because they've paved a lot of the entertainment culture for us.
African Australians know the country they came from. They know, for most of us, the state, the hometown, the language, our grandparents, great-grandparents possibly.
I would technically be an African American, British Australian. And that's just silly. It's just silly.
Hey there, I'm Pearl Tan, the filmmaker behind this Minority Box video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and share it on Facebook, Twitter, and wherever else you please. The next video will feature Middle Eastern men. I wonder what they get typecast as. Huge thank you to all of the actresses involved in this video. To find out more information about any of them, check out the description below. Let's get the conversation cranking.